Heart rates are up. So are the revs. We're getting ready for the start of the EBC Brakes Superbike race number 1. Clutches are out. The launch. Tony Elias gets a good one coming from the outside.
And so did Jake Lewis going from the inside. So are we going to look? You see, he moved right over, Greg. So it's going to be Tony Elias in front. Garrett Gerloff's going to slot right in behind him. You can see Jake Lewis on the inside there. This is going to be on board from Cameron Beaubier.
So Tony Elias gets exactly what he wants to do, but there goes Garrett Gerloff. He's going to go, where was Cameron Beaubier? And Lewis said, they touch. And no, unbelievable.
Oh, that is just such a shame right there. And that's Cameron Beaubier went up underneath the inside of some guys there, and it just caused Jake to stand up a little bit. And you can see Cameron get up out of the seat. JD Beach up to 4th. Man, Jake Lewis, he just can't get a break. He just cannot get a break.
Unbelievable Yamaha factory racing machine. There's Josh Herron trying to pull out some of the turf.
And Josh didn't do anything wrong in that accident. He was just caught out on the outside of Jake Lewis, it looked like. We'll see the replay again. Cameron's bike gets all out of shape again as they come up over the top. Remember, Greg, there's a lot of laps left in this race. There we go. Cameron's having a go. Not quite close enough, though.
Yeah, that would have been a long lunge.
It's a big commitment, isn't it?
It is. Especially on Tony Elias. So there's heartbreak for M4 EchoStar Suzuki.
Just so bummed for this guy. Let's have a look. See, Cameron's really up there tight. Jake just stood it up a little bit. And, man, you just got to put it down to a bit of a racing incident. I'm sure Josh was expecting Jake to turn it in. And when Jake had Cameron go up underneath him, he stood the thing up. And Josh was already committed to tipping in the bike. This guy at the front, Greg, 41.6 first split, 41.9 for these other guys. That's 3/10 just in the first sector of this track. And here comes Cameron. He's going to have a go. First shot taken. No.
He looked in control, though, to be honest. He looked like he was in control of that one.
Yep.
That was the reverse flat track move. That was a right-hand corner.
That
was pretty by Cameron Beaubier to able to hold on to that motorcycle. Gerloff goes by a 1:40.840, fastest lap of the race for him. 41.1, 41.3 for these two.
And he kind of has to be. He's got Garrett Gerloff ran off. I thought I saw some dirt in our camera. I thought I saw just a little hint of dust. Garrett Gerloff ran off in turn number 1, and now this battle is for the lead. I was just going to say, Cameron's seeing his teammate getting away, and it's going to make things a lot harder for him to see that happening. And now Garrett Gerloff is just giving these guys a gift.
The urgency of Cameron's body position, it just looks like he thinks he's got more.
He's lining him up.
There it goes.
I can see it coming.
Good pass for the lead. Cameron Beaubier takes over the spot. Now he's got it all to do in front of him, but we know what Tony Elias likes to do.
He did it there last year, Tony. Came back up underneath him right there. But this is going to be the difference, Greg. You're going to be able to see, I believe, Cameron Beaubier is going to get through this. Look at Garrett Gerloff trying as well. He's going to get through the chicane fast enough to where maybe he could create enough of a gap.
Gerloff with the move up the inside. Can he get it slowed down? He goes by Tony Elias.
Wow.
He transitions back, so that's second spot.
What a move. Now, this is a position we haven't seen. We've seen the Yamahas first and second, but we've never seen them other than race 1 in Atlanta for a brief moment. They haven't been this close in the points to each other. Is Tony going to sit there and watch a little bit and let these guys kind of go after each other a bit? That's to be seen.
For more than just race wins.
Here you go, Greg. He got a good drive up over, then he crossed back, and he's going to go up underneath Tony Elias as they headed down into that turn 3-4 section of the racetrack. That was a good, clean, solid pass by Gerloff, and one that I feel needed to happen for him to have any chance of actually winning this race.
And he was committed, Jason, right at that cross point.
Yep. Here you go. Kyle Wyman running 4th spot right now. And who's he got right behind? Jake Gagne. Great to see Jake Gagne running in 5th spot. You can see Matthew Skultz. Oh, I thought he was going to have a go.
Welcome back, and just like that, heading into the chicane, Cameron Beaubier made a mistake and relegated the lead to Garrett Gerloff. Here's what happened.
And I'm going to look and see. Gets it.
Garrett
Gerloff
passed him
underneath him.
Yep.
Yeah, there was no mistake made.
So that was a forced issue.
Yep. Garrett Gerloff got it. Sometimes you tell people, you don't have to complete the pass. You got to just get up alongside of him, and that's precisely what Garrett Gerloff just did there. As we see, Jake Gagne now has got past the Ducati of Kyle Wyman for this 4th spot. Oh no! Kyle Wyman goes down. You could see that Jake Gagne was in there a little bit too deep, and it just drug Kyle in there with him, and Kyle just makes a small mistake, tucks the front, and tips off.
Jason another look at it.
You can see Gagne's in deep.
Yep.
And it just kind of drew Kyle in there with him. Even though Kyle was on the correct line, maybe just a little bit too much speed and trail breaking off into there ever so slightly. He's masterful at it. We've seen him do it since he came to the United States. Look at the different lines. This is the time Cameron Beaubier is going to make the pass, Greg.
Unbelievable. So Cameron Beaubier has been setting that up for 3 laps. Through the chicane he goes. He got it. It wasn't perfect, though. Definitely Gerloff got a couple bike lengths back on that one.
Look at he's got to run on him again into the chicane, Greg, and he's going to make that pass again into the chicane.
Gerloff to the lead. Into the chicane, a beautiful move. All the while, here comes Tony Elias. So Garrett Gerloff will have the lead, at least for the moment.
This is all just about, you're going to see Garrett Gerloff is going to appear on the right-hand side of our screen up into the chicane. And I can't tell you, for you folks at home that are watching this on TV or our Live Plus, how big of a pass it is to be able to do it in that particular section.
The 31, Garrett Gerloff, comes onto the front straightaway, uncontested. He'll come across the line and take his 3rd EBC Brakes Superbike victory. A 1-2 for the Monster Energy Yamalube Yamaha factory team. And Tony Elias on the Yoshimura Suzuki Factory Racing GSXR 1000 will stand on the podium as we await the arrival of the 32 of Jake Gagne. Back in action here in the United States, and a solid 4th place finish for the Scheibe Racing team. Wheel in the air, just ahead of Matthew Skoltz. So that margin of victory, 0.3 of a second. Tony Elias, it looked like, we thought he had something to the end, but when Garrett Gerloff got by, he set a torrid pace and was able to get ahead of Tony Elias by 3 seconds. You can see Matthew Skoltz just a tick behind Jake Gagne. They'll go to work. Hey, good bit of data for everybody in this one who was able to finish the race. And props to Josh Herrin in 7th for getting back on the racetrack and getting that information as we head into race number 2 for tomorrow. Jake Lewis as well. Race number 2 from Pit Race. Good launch from Garrett Gerloff and a good one from Jake Lewis as well. But here comes Tony Elias around the outside. Oh, it's going to be Jake Lewis. He has it for a moment.
Runs a little bit wide, and Garrett Gerloff runs up underneath him as they all go up over that wheelie hill in front of the fans over there on that hillside. And the guy that is again gets shuffled back. Cameron Beaubier, 5th place. It looks like he's trying to do something with Josh Herrin. He does. Rides around the outside of him in 3. And he's going to be 4th place, Greg. But at one time, Cameron Beaubier from pole was shuffled back to 5th spot.
Jake Lewis told me he just wants to get through this corner right here, turn number 5. He's got it. He's up to turn number 6, and he's chasing after Garrett Gerloff. How about Jake Lewis on the M4X Star Suzuki? And he's Garrett Gerloff ran off, or he's got some problem.
Oh,
no, your race leader, Garrett Gerloff, hand in the air, trying to go for a second win this weekend. And Garrett Gerloff is having an issue. And oh my goodness, Jake Lewis on the M4X Star Suzuki is leading this race. And he's got a gap.
He's got a gap, Greg. Now he's just got to keep his head down, back up at the front. Let's talk about Jake Lewis. Jake Lewis has done a great job, Greg, of trying to continue to clear out. Josh Herrin has moved through to 3rd. So somewhere, obviously, when we had our cameras on Garrett Gerloff, Josh Herrin has moved his Yoshimura Suzuki number 2 bike into 3rd place. Tremendous run from Josh Herrin. He looks like he as well, Greg, has pace. Whatever changes they made overnight to Tony Elias's bike is not working.
Yeah, but to Josh Herrin, he said after morning warm-up where he was the 2nd fastest, that his Yoshimura crew took some power out of that motorcycle to get it so he can ride it better. And then I went to the crew and asked them, and they said that's exactly what we have done. And now Josh Herrin sits in a podium position ahead of his teammate. Beaubier making the move. He does. On the brakes, up the inside. Lead change. Beaubier now at the point.
Now Jake Lewis can go to school and see if he can get pulled along. And Josh Herrin looks like he really wants to get by. He's making a big move, Greg, down into turn 6. Tremendous move from Josh Herrin. He looks super confident on that bike. This is the kind of thing that we had expected from him all year. Oh, he's off close to the cross.
Hold on to it, Herrin.
Oh, my God.
Wow. That was a nail biter right there. Everyone's heart stopped for a moment, including Herrin's, but he's recovered. He keeps it on the track. Here's a look at it, Jason. Coming in there.
He's coming up over 1. Now, at this point here, he's going to do a small body shift back into the middle of the seat. He's going to get an upshift, and you're going to see him move as he just comes to the top of this hill. He's loading his legs right there. That's all he's doing is loading his legs as he gets up over the top. And that's that big movement that we talked about. Some of the other bikes just go over there a little bit easier. Tony Elias gets a great run out of the last corner and was able to just get by Jake as they tipped into turn 1 and make that pass nice and clean.
Can't tell you what a boost it would be for the M4 X-Star Suzuki team to hold on to a podium finish in this one, but now we know that Jake Lewis is going to be coming under fire from Josh Herrin. There it is.
Yep, he certainly is.
Across the line they go. Beaubier only 0.2 of a second ahead of Tony Elias.
Now we're going to get to see a bit of a duel, I think. And look, see, that's the thing right there. That's what's going to... Josh Herrin goes through on Jake Lewis. That would have been in turn 1 as well. Tony Elias got up over that rise that I've been talking about.
The move side by side. There goes Tony Elias. He'll take over the lead. Surprise, Cameron Beaubier. A look over his shoulder. He says, okay, I have some breathing room here. Hit the reset button, Cameron. What do you have in the tank? Because Tony Elias, he's done it before, and he's doing it again. Where we saw Cam Beaubier couldn't get it done yesterday on his team. That's
he's
a big mistake.
Yep, that is a big. You see him reaching for the rear brake.
Can he stand it up?
He was reaching for that rear brake so quickly, trying to get that bike slowed, Greg.
Here's the replay.
And you can see here, the bike's backed in. Now he's in deep. Look at him going for that rear brake, actually pumping the rear brake, trying to get it to probably, and he gets it controlled. And just think about all the things that are happening there, folks. But he's coming up over that hill at well over 100 miles an hour and getting his braking going. You can see how sideways he is. The bike's, but he's staying committed to where he's wanting to go. He's looking at where he wants to go, and his body's reacting
Jason,
to that.
Strong point right here for Cameron Beaubier.
Oh, Cameron's in wrong. Cameron's across the grass goes Cameron. The spot that he's been strongest, Greg, was the place that he made the biggest mistake. And Cameron is still charging.
Oh, this is not over.
It's so fun watching Cameron ride when he's like this. Like when he just feels like he's just got to go. It's really fun watching him ride like this.
Can he get it right? He accelerates out. He's only got another opportunity, maybe 1 or 2 corners. You can see he's going wide. He's trying him around the outside. He's going to try to square him off. Here goes Cameron Beaubier. He's on the gas. Wheel in the air. Oh, it looked like it spun up too much.
Wow.
He closed it down, but it's going to be Tony Elias who will take victory in race number 2 here at Pit Race. And coming across the line in third will be Josh Herrin. Cameron Beaubier, the fastest lap of the race.
Unreal.
In his bid for the win. Can't get it done, but a 140.945 will go to credit to Cameron Beaubier on lap 18. Incredible. The Dunlop tires, how they held up for Cam Beaubier. He put on an incredible last 3 laps after a huge mistake. 0.3 of a second as Tony Elias will celebrate with his Yoshimura Suzuki GSX-R 1000 and extend his lead in the championship.
Unreal, Greg.
What a race we saw.
Makes it really hard. You're going to see it from Cameron Beaubier's thing. There's no way you're going up underneath him. And now the bike's going to start to spin up, and there's just not a long enough run for him to be able to get up alongside of Tony Elias. Here's a look at our results. Brought to you by EBC Brakes. Tony Elias wins over Cameron Beaubier. Josh Herrin back on the podium. Good to see him back. Jake Lewis in 4th. Matthew Skoltz, a nice return of form a little bit today from Matthew. JD Beach 6th. Jake Gagne, Kyle Wyman 8th. David Anthony 9th.